Hey everybody, Fearless here. Cat has arrived home from Yuneec. I had to send her out there for repair due to what appears to be a GPS module failure. And she tried to fly away and hit a tree. So I was hovering just to run the batteries down for storage. And not good. So I called Yuneec. They immediately gave me a UPS label, all the stuff I needed, RMA. And I boxed her up and sent her out. And that was February 8th. And the communication, of course, was awesome. I got emails all along the way telling me the status of, where she's at, what was going on. And I got my packing slip here. So let's see what we got. Return authorization. Okay, this is just a list of my discrepancies that I sent them. So we'll see what we got. Some of the packing stuff. Let's get this open. Get it out. Back in my backpack. Came back just fine, looks like. No damage on the box. It was shipped back UPS, which I hate to say is surprising that it's not in worse shape than it is. But I did a will call pickup because I didn't want the thing banging around in the truck any more than I had to. And I've received some stuff that the damage isn't substantial, but it's enough that it's concerning. So, got my paperwork. Let's see what we got here. Yuneec RMA. Oh, wow. There's all the things that they said they were going to do with no cost at the end. So, awesome. 2 copies of that. I wonder if they have required inspection date. Okay. It looks like they do a preliminary check and then a flight test at the end of everything, and they updated the firmware, so they say. We'll see. And yet another copy of what they did. There were 2 arms broken, the camera was knocked off, pretty bad shape. Looks like they replaced all of that stuff. So let's see what we got here. I sent them out just the controller and the bird with nothing else. All my accessories, everything else stayed here. Looks like there's all the paperwork that I sent. I did up apart. I did up a description of what happened so that they had a perfect idea of a scenario with wind speed, altitude, speed setting was on turtle, GPS was on, 17 satellites, and it was only 14 I set on the ST16, but way more than what we're requiring. Weather was clear, it was sunny out, and then I did up I don't know if you can see this, but photographs of the area where the incident occurred, the direction of the bird, and the winds, and then just another example of right where it went. So it wasn't too bad, luckily. So let's see what where my zippers at. Now let's hope that I get back what I wanted. Okay. Ooh. Well, this is nice. I got 2 free sets of propellers. I'll have to balance those. That's very nice. My ST16. Still has my registration number on it, so that looks original. And everything else, let me get her out. Oh. Well, that's not real good. I got my camera hanging. I don't see any damage to the wires, but I'm going to have to replace the gimbal bushings or rubber dampers. I'm going to have to put those back on. So whether that was Yuneec or shipping, I don't know. I think overall we're looking like we're in good shape. I don't see any damage to the backpack at all. Everything looks good. Put this over here. But yep, it looks like that's kind of a shame that it came back with the camera hanging, but that's an easy fix. And then I reattach. I put zip ties through real loose just to hold it together. So I don't even see the other pin for this one. So this immediately, I'm going to just slide this off of here. So that, yeah, all right, so I can just reattach the rubber. The wires look good. So, and the camera looks good. They may have simply replaced the camera. I don't know. Let me pull the lens cover off. No, I think they simply repaired the one I had. So that looks okay. We'll get that back together. We had snow here yesterday. And the wind's blowing a little bit, so I might wait to do a test flight with her later on in the week or this weekend. Everything else looks good. Looks like we got a new shell, top and bottom, new arms here. And we'll have to connect her up to the GUI just to make sure everything's functioning and everything's right. But and then know if I have any power on this. Let's see what happens. Sure, I'm gonna put these over here. Other props. Let's see what we got for firmware updates, if they did indeed update. So, excuse me. All right. I'm gonna grab my other controller here real quick. I can't remember the firmware updates because I happen to have two H480s. One with RealSense, and then this first one here, Cat, just has a regular ultrasonic. So I got 43% of the battery on this one. Come on. Let's hit system settings. Okay, about. No, they did not. It's funny. They did not update this controller, and probably didn't update the aircraft. That's kind of a shame. I was hoping they would do that because the firmware was out, I believe February 2nd. It came out. So we're on 3.01 Bravo 30. This one here, I'm still on the Bravo 27 firmware. So I'll do that this afternoon. We'll get her all updated and get everything ready and go do another test flight, and then she can sit with Abby, her smarter sister. So, all right, guys. Thank you very much. Fearless out.